With them. I'll be back to talk to you all in a couple minutes.
We ask you to call your loved ones to listen.
Hello, Matt. Hello, Courtney. We are live here in Warminster, Pennsylvania on a nice fall day. It's not raining. Catherine Franklin. This is day 13, and we're getting a pretty good reception here in Warminster, aren't we?
Yes. Lots of thumbs up, honks, support. Very good so far.
And you've been doing some mic work with your amplifier device.
Yes, lots of talking already.
And we're getting good reactions from people here.
Definitely. Definitely.
We are marching with the big banner, ladies and gentlemen. We have a media representative out here. And he tells us that there are other media on the way to talk to bloodstained men here in a Philadelphia the Philadelphia suburb of Warminster. Warminster, Pennsylvania, day 13 of 15. Bloodstained men in the home stretch now, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be in King of Prussia tomorrow, and we'll be at University of Pennsylvania in Philadelphia on Wednesday. Thursday, I'll fly home, and we'll all fly home. Danny Alexander, a remarkable day, a remarkable tour. How are you feeling day 13?
I'm sad that it's going to be ending soon. That's how I'm feeling.
I'm going to march. I'll be back. So you see, ladies and gentlemen, Danny Alexander says she's ready to keep on touring, and we'll see her next year, of course, at a number of tours. We are working on 4 20-day tours for next year, ladies and gentlemen. It will be a banner year for Bloodstained Men and their friends. Next year, our busiest year ever. Thanks to your support, we are working on 4 20-day tours for next year, ladies and gentlemen. Support from a trucker there, ladies and gentlemen. As you know, truckers love bloodstained men.
Just like your girls. Boys deserve bodily autonomy, just like girls. Their body belongs to them. Intact genitals are a human right. Your sons deserve human rights. Go to Elephant in the Hospital on YouTube for more information, or you can visit bloodstainedmen.org.
And ladies and gentlemen, you met Suzanne Starkman yesterday in northeast Philadelphia. We were at a big intersection there, Suzanne. What did you think about that yesterday?
Oh, it was a lot of fun. I love seeing all the people, hearing people honking in support and working to educate people. I just had a nurse pull up next to me and tell me how stupid I am. I told her I was sorry to hear she feels stupid.
And you know that's an American nurse.
Oh, yes.
You would not have a European nurse say that.
I told her that, and she was like, well, my family's from Italy. I was like, well, then your father had his whole body. And she was having a difficult time.
Isn't that amazing?
I was trying to be kind, which I think I was. I told her, I said, you're welcome to pull over if you'd like to have a longer conversation. She said no and drove away.
And I see Rachel is watching. Hello, Rachel. Thank you for driving up from, I believe, from Virginia, Richmond, Virginia yesterday. Rachel is watching this live broadcast, and thank you, Rachel. I know we'll see you again. Angie is watching. Hello. And Ashley, hello. Oh, hello from Wisconsin. We're going to be in Wisconsin next year, Ashley. Looking forward to that. And
Suzanne, your son has come out to join us today, and can we talk to him for a few minutes?
Sure. This is my son.
And how old are you, young man?
12.
12 years old, and why are you here with your mom today? Let me turn this way so the wind is not in the camera. Let's turn this way. So tell me why you're out here today with your mom.
Because cutting baby boars is just bad.
It is bad.
Good.
It is bad. And is this your first circumcision protest?
Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us here on the front lines. How's it feel to be looking at the traffic and holding this sign? Is it scary?
A little.
A little. Well, let's back off and let's see. And he picked this sign out himself. I'm going to just back off and let them see you.
They're telling us that boys are born defective.
So Suzanne's son actually went through our signs and he picked out the sign that he wanted to carry. Circumcises belong in prison. It is a criminal thing to do to a child. Thank you, young sir, for joining us on the front lines. And proud mom here and smiling and waving at motorists. Suzanne, we're getting a pretty good reception here, not only yesterday but today in Warminster.
Yes, sir.
People want to know the truth about this terrible thing that American doctors are doing to our sons.
Indeed they do. And we're here to help them learn.
Thank you, Suzanne Starkman and her son, ladies and gentlemen, joining Bloodstained Men on the front lines from... And that car does not think that we have the right to cross, but we do. We do have the... And they should not be honking at us for crossing legally with the walk signal.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Suzanne. David Wilson, the Iron Man of Intactivism, drove up from Cocoa Beach, Florida. Oh, it seems like 2 weeks ago, but it's been about 10 days, I think.
It seems like yesterday.
Yeah, but it's amazing. You've been touring with Bloodstained Men now for probably 8, 9, 10 days. And today will be your final day on this tour, David Wilson. I know we'll see you again. You'll be heading home after today.
Yes. 16-hour drive.
16-hour drive home to Cocoa Beach, Florida, north of Miami.
Yes. Yeah, we're right in the middle of the state, down the street from Kennedy Space Center.
David Wilson, I probably asked you this before, but it's always bears repeating. Why do you care enough to drive up from Florida and take time off from your livelihood and do these protests with Bloodstained Men on the road?
Well, I think because of being so young when I found out what happened to me, it was a total mind fuck. And as I grew older and got angrier, I was going to try to find the guy that cut me and kill him. But then I took my anger and started just talking about this. And then about 30 years ago, I went to D.C. to voice my anger. And one thing led to another is when I met Van Lewis, met Jonathan Conte, and then you came along, and now we're on the streets bringing the message to the people rather than the people coming to the Capitol.
And Courtney says, thank you so much. She's talking to you. Thank you so much for your intactivism. Also, love your dreadlocks.
Hey, thank you.
A fan of David Wilson, ladies and gentlemen. And my good friend David Wilson joining Bloodstained Men all over the nation in these protests. I know we'll see you next year, David Wilson.
Oh, yeah.
We're planning 4 20-day tours, and I know you're going to work your schedule so you can join us for some or all of those.
Yes, I am.
Thank you, David Wilson, the Iron Man of Intactivism, ladies and gentlemen. David Wilson, founder of GIAW, Genital Integrity Awareness Week in Washington, D.C., and lately on the road with Bloodstained Men. And we're working this traffic good, David Wilson.
Yep, this is a good corner. A lot of cars here.
So I'm going to cross the street, ladies and gentlemen. Here's a dramatic sight. Always dramatic seeing the big banner coming toward us. This is what the motorists are seeing, ladies and gentlemen. Bloodstained Men occupying this major intersection in Warminster, Pennsylvania, ladies and gentlemen. Reaching the American public with this vital message that circumcision is cruel, barbaric, harmful, and just absolutely criminal to do to a boy or a girl. There are some cultures that circumcise girls, ladies and gentlemen. They cut off the clitoral hood, or there's a honk of support and a wave, ladies and gentlemen. We've been getting a lot of that.
Your sons deserve human rights. Let's break the cycle of male genital mutilation. Your boys are not born defective. Your boys are born perfect. Thank you.
And Kat Franklin, you're reaching a lot of people using your amplification and your sign. I like your sign. Is that the one that says circumcision is all bullshit? And Americans have a hard time understanding that, Kat Franklin.
And we gotta reach them all in like a 2-minute life cycle. So you just gotta like condense it as much as possible and get it out there while you can.
Well, you've made it into a perfect elevator pitch, into about a 30-second elevator pitch. So thank you, Catherine Franklin. Thank you for that. And ladies and gentlemen, you've met Mike. Mike, let me get around this way and get the traffic in the background. Mike, so this is your 4th or 5th day with Bloodstained Men?
4th or 5th, it's all blurred together. Yeah.
And you're now on the road crew. You drove up, and the road crew has taken you on board as part of us. You'll be with us to the end. So we're going to be in King of Prussia tomorrow, and University of Pennsylvania in Philadelphia. We can cross the street.
All right, I guess
we'll talk as we cross. So how's it feel to be on the road crew with Bloodstained Men? Mike Hackett from West Virginia.
Yeah, it's nice to be doing something to contribute. It's a good feeling.
Protect your sons, America.
And we are reaching tens of thousands of people an hour here at this intersection.
This is a really good intersection. A lot of these traffic islands where there's like extra visibility because you're pushed forward, you know? It's nice. And the weather's a lot nicer today, which is great.
Let's talk to Stephen if we have a minute while the light is changing. Stephen, you drove over from Indianapolis area, and you've been with us for 4 or 5 days. We can cross. We'll talk to you as we cross.
Yep.
Stephen, why do you care enough to drive from home and come out on the front lines with Bloodstained Men?
We're in a war, and we have to win.
What's it a war for?
It's a war for the rights of baby boys, the rights of men to have their a right to their own bodies. It's a war to stop physical and sexual abuse of children. And yeah, we gotta keep fighting because there are a lot of people who oppose us, who want to keep victimizing children, and we can't let that happen. And we have to do everything we can to stop that.
We didn't start the war. The circumcision industry started the war.
They started the war on us.
They declared war on American men.
They declared war on me when they cut off part of my genitals.
Powerful words there, ladies and gentlemen. They declared war on me when they cut off part of my genitals, and we are fighting back, ladies and gentlemen. American men and women, we are not going to take it. And children, we just talked to a young man across the street who came out with his mom. We are not going to accept the genital mutilation of our nation, ladies and gentlemen. Big circumcision, big circ. The circumcision industry intends to circumcise, to commit male genital mutilation against our children forever. They have no intention of stopping.
Your boys are born perfect, just like your girls. Protect your sons, America.
And Luke Artanis, what are you seeing out here today? Day 13, you're a veteran of these road crews. What are you seeing out here in Warminster, Pennsylvania?
I'm seeing a lot of eyes on us. They're paying attention.
Tens of thousands an hour, and the cameras are out. We have the media out here.
Full traffic in every direction, every cycle.
Shelly Estevam is watching. Hello, Shelly, one of the founding spirits of Bloodstained Men. Shelly Estevam.
It's unmissable. And it looks great. I have to say, it looks unforgettable.
And that's the idea. People will drive by and see this and not forget that American people are fighting back. We are working to protect all children from genital mutilation. Thank you, Luke.
They're not going to forget what they see, and they're not going to forget what they hear, or what they feel, or what they learn. It's all going to stick, and it's tied together with all of us around the entire earth.
There are activists working on this human rights issue all around the globe. That is correct. Thank you, Luke Artanis. We will talk to you again tomorrow in King of Prussia, Pennsylvania.
Fantastic.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we are working the intersection with the big banner. The men are carrying it across the street. We will follow along.
Walk sign.
You can see the traffic, ladies and gentlemen. There's David. Well, I'm going to go back and talk to David Atkinson. You can see, ladies and gentlemen, the intersection is up close, but it's extremely busy. David Atkinson, founder, or tour planner. I almost said founder of Bloodstained Men, but the co-director of Bloodstained Men.
I almost said good morning, and then I did, and then I wasn't sure. It might still be morning.
It's a few minutes before noon here in Warminster, Pennsylvania. So good morning is still appropriate. David Atkinson, this is remarkable. With day 13 of 15.
Yeah, I'm glad that we're doing a tour of Pennsylvania. I'm glad that we're doing a tour after having not done so in such a long time, and I'm glad that it's going well, and it's almost over. And you know, it always seems like after the first 2 days of the tour, oh, we're so exhausted, how can we ever do 15 days? And then suddenly it's day 13 and we're about to go home.
And Megan Casey is watching. She says, y'all be careful out there, people are crazy. Thank you, Megan Casey. Don't worry, we are being careful. And yes, it does sometimes seem that some of our adversaries or some of the people who dislike us are crazy. But we are working on restoring sanity to the American people, aren't we, David Atkinson?
Yeah, we are helping to educate them so that they have the confidence to protect their sons from the penis mutilators in American hospitals. Because children in American hospitals are being strapped down and having their penises probed and clamped and partially amputated, and this is a horrifying human rights violation, and it absolutely has to stop.
They are having their penises clamped and crushed and partially amputated. That's just the raw, brutal truth of it, David Atkinson.
Yeah, and all you have to do is watch a video of that to see that it's true. So.
And you worked hard in creating a website for Bloodstained Men at bloodstainedmen.com, and you actually have several of those brutal videos on our website.
Yeah, well, I noticed that sometimes when we would share the videos that we would share on YouTube, sometimes YouTube removes them.
YouTube has been removing circumcision videos, true.
Or the perpetrators who post them then remove them once they realize they don't like the reaction of the world to know that they're guilty of penis mutilation. So I downloaded a couple of the good movies, and we're hosting them on our own website. So even if they get removed from YouTube, you can still watch them on bloodstainedmen.com.
And I believe you have to hit one of the drop-down menus to see those when you go to bloodstainedmen.com.
It's on Bloodstained Men about circumcision.
About, page. Yeah. And that's the first thing.
It's not about us, it's about circumcision, and you'll see those videos there.
Thank you, David Atkinson, and we will talk to you again tomorrow in King of Prussia, Pennsylvania.
Sounds good. See you there.
And here comes the big banner back, ladies and gentlemen. While I've been talking over in this corner, you can see the men have been carrying around. Catherine Franklin walking with them. The big banner. Let me step up this little slope here and let you see what the traffic is seeing. You can see, ladies and gentlemen, the visibility of a Bloodstained Men protest. It is just so powerful. I'm letting this traffic go in front of me before I cross over. And I do have a crosswalk here. So this is the big banner, ladies and gentlemen.
A little bit windy today for a little bit.
All promises are human rights. Intergenitals are a human right. Bodily autonomy is for boys as well as girls. Protect your sons
And we will march with the big banner. Okay, and Suzanne, 1 minute before you go, I commented on your t-shirt. I love it. A quote from history. Don't make me repeat myself. But people seem to make the same mistakes over and over, don't they, Suzanne?
Indeed they do. Indeed they do. In fact, I met a couple recently who was talking about circumcising their next baby because they had already done it a few times.
Don't make me repeat myself, says history. Thank you, Suzanne Starkman, and thank you, young sir, for joining your mom here on the front lines of this struggle for human rights. Drive safe, and we'll see you next time.
Sounds good.
We'll be in King of Prussia, Pennsylvania tomorrow.
I want to get the spelling of your name. Say and spell your name real quick.
Do you mind, Pete? Would you take over the line for me?
Sorry for the time.
No, not
No
a
worries.
problem, not a problem.
Say your name and spell your name.
I am Brother K. That's my legal name. I changed it in California Superior Court in 1986. First, from David, yeah. And it's as it sounds, brother, and the letter K. The K is for kind, but the legal name on my driver's license passport is Brother K.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks for coming out.
I hope Ray shows up. Yeah, I just need the name. Thank you. I'm a lowly photographer. That's it. So.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming out.
I don't know. My friend from
Your
California.
boys are born perfect, just like
Did
your
you get our card?
girls. Intimate genitals are a human right. Your sons deserve human rights. Break the cycle, America. End male genital mutilation. Thank you.
Alright, thanks everyone watching. This is Pete K, Brother K. It's currently talking to a reporter. We don't like to really get up in the media's faces with the live broadcast, so I'm giving them a little bit of space while they finish up their conversation, and then we'll be off back to him.
Boys deserve bodily autonomy, just like girls. Intact genitals are a human right. Your sons deserve human rights. Break the cycle, America. End male genital mutilation. Thank you.
I just realized I took the same sign you have, so
okay. I'm holding
so I've got.
it this way.
Oh, all right.
Well, it is, yeah. Do you want me to get a different one?
No, I'll get a different one if anything.
Okay. This is my second sign of the day, actually. I switched them. I had that end male genital mutilation earlier.
We suddenly got a bunch. We've got more people watching now.
Oh, good.
Brother K is over across the road. He's talking to a reporter again. Don't like to get in the reporter's face with the live. Once that's over, I'll be tossing it back to him.
Right. Yeah, this reporter just came out here early.
How long is he? I mean, I was in there uploading a video. How long has he been here?
At least a half hour that I know.
Yeah. I had some interesting conversations in that Starbucks with people. I'm pretending to be like I'm not, like I'm not a part of it, but that's really hard to believe when I'm dressed in white with red pants. Yeah.
Right?
Intact genitals are a human right. Your sons deserve human rights. Break the cycle of abuse. End male genital mutilation. You can go to Elephant in the Hospital on YouTube or bloodstainedmen.org for more information. Protect your sons, America. They're born perfect, just like your daughters.
How has the reception been so far? Thank you. Well, there we go. Good
Overwhelmingly
honk.
more positive.
Yeah. Then than the last day. Oh, then negative. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Every day so far has had a good number of positive honks.
Right? Nice.
All right. Looks like he's free, so I'm gonna move back across. Wait.
I want to get back to home base. Some water. But I'm parched from all the talking.
And we always have a home base corner where everything stays. A little bit of marching. How could they ever get the two of you confused? It's happened multiple times on this protest. Oh, you had Stephen and Mike.
All boys are born perfect, just like our girls.
Give me a heads up if it's walk and I miss it. Go ahead.
Intact genitals are a human right. All boys deserve human rights. Protect your sons, America. End male genital mutilation. Your boys are not born defective. Your boys are born perfect, just like your girls. And boys deserve equal rights. Bodily autonomy is for everyone. Protect your sons, America. Thank you, sir.
A few negatives. A few negatives. All right, here we go. I'll be passing you back over to Brother K now that he's no longer speaking to that representative from the media who was here for a good hour and a half, talking to us and taking photos, videos. He still hasn't left. He's talking to David Wilson now, and here's Brother K again. Brother, how's your time been out here?
It's been extraordinary, Pete. We're in the middle of a live broadcast. We have a photographer with international connections, and he's going to send it to all his agencies around the world. And obviously, he's hoping that one of them will pick it up. He has some local media contacts that have expressed interest in coming out here today. But you never know, because getting reporters interested is not the problem. It's getting this story past the news director at any given media outlet. But Pete K, I'm going to turn this around and talk to you for a few minutes.
Talk to me. All right.
Thank you for joining us, Pete K. You have been on the. You're a veteran of Bloodstained Men road crews. Going back as far as I can recall to 2014 or 2015, that you did, I believe, you did Florida with us. You did the New England with us. You did Chicago to New York City with us. I mean,
Super Bowl in Houston. Yeah,
you have done numerous tours with us. Pete, how's it feel to be on the road with Bloodstained Men and their friends?
Oh, it's great. Yeah, and I just the responses get more and more positive each year. It feels like
it's true. We all see that.
Both from the media. There's been maybe half or more of the days we've been out have ended up in a news article, right? Sometimes videos, sometimes photos. And just personal responses, interactions with people in establishments around the protest, and, honks from cars and conversations with cars, even police, just trending a little bit more positive, I didn't mention, I did talk to the Warminster police, came out and talked to me for about 10, 15 minutes, and it was not, it was not in a warning. He didn't come out to warn me or caution me. He just wanted to know what we were doing here. So basically we talked about our issue. I gave him info cards, told him about sex as nature intended it. I mean, he was asking good questions. So, and I said to him, yeah, we have cops and cop families, cops have families, and we have cops in our movement, cop wives, cop families. So it's, police have families too, so it's just remarkable. When we do these protests, we reach a broad spectrum of American society. Truckers, cops, shoppers, retail outlets. It's just across the board. PK, we are reaching tens of thousands of Americans an hour with these tours. Yeah, very true. We reach everyone. We have a composition of all kinds of people here, and all kinds of people agree with us. It's funny whenever someone says, you must have voted for Trump, or you must have voted for Biden, because that's just not true of this movement. It cuts across all kinds of people. The trucker response, you mentioned that offhand, but that's been amazing. I don't know, if a truck goes by, they're more than likely to, maybe it's because they have so much time to think, right, as they're driving.
And I've been commenting on that for years now, PK. Yeah. That American truckers support Bloodstained Men. I've never, that I can recall, gotten a thumbs down or an angry reaction from a trucker.
Right.
When we get a reaction from a trucker, they'll take a card, they'll give us a thumbs up, a smile, or they'll honk that horn, that big trucker horn.
Yeah, it's been great, and just excited with each new tour, expecting it to be more positive, and that just keeps playing out. So we'll see you again soon.
Thank you, PK. We'll talk to you again tomorrow in King of Prussia, Pennsylvania. Day 14 will be tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. This is day 13 of the 15-day Pennsylvania circumcision crisis protest. Bloodstained Men, road crew, and working hard. You saw we had a local mom, Suzanne, and her son came out and joined us. Jans, thank you. ACOG, biggest cutters on her. Yes, that's true, Jans. Samantha Lynn is watching. Thank you, Samantha. Here come the men with the big banner. You can see the traffic is backed up here. But here they come with the big banner, ladies and gentlemen. You can see it's just incredible how we dominate this intersection. Thousands of cars an hour, ladies and gentlemen, how we dominate this intersection with our message. Circumcision, cruelty to boys. There's never been a phenomenon in American history like the Bloodstained Men protest. Men and women in bloodstains, and the parents and locals who come out and join us and protest. There's never been anything like the Bloodstained Men, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to change American culture. We are going to protect our children from genital mutilation. American doctors will not get away with it. They have no right to cut off part of the sex organ of newborn boys. It is criminal to cut off part of a girl's genitals at birth in the United States. It is equally criminal, although not recognized yet, but it is equally criminal to cut off part of the genitals of a boy in the United States. Girls do not have rights that boys do not have. All children are entitled to be protected from genital mutilation. How dare these doctors claim that they are doing the boy a favor, that they are doing him that they are bestowing benefits on him by cutting off the sensory organ of his penis. It is just absolutely insane, ladies and gentlemen. The topsy-turvy, upside-down, insane world of American circumcision, where wrong is right and bad is good. That's what American doctors have done by medicalizing the ancient penis sacrifice of newborn infants. That's all they are doing now, ladies and gentlemen. They are the high priests of newborn infant penis sacrifice. But to cover it up, they call it medicine. How dare they? How dare they? We do need your support, ladies and gentlemen, for these coast-to-coast protests. We are planning 80 protests next year in 4 different tours. It will be a challenging, rigorous year. We've never planned anything so challenging as we are now working on for next year, ladies and gentlemen. We will be doing 4 20-day tours. That's 80 cities, ladies and gentlemen. You can support these countrywide, coast-to-coast, cross-country protest tours by going to bloodstainedmen.com. On the right, you will see a drop-down menu, and there's a donate button. You can donate to us through PayPal, and we appreciate every dollar you donate to Bloodstained Men. We are a non-profit organization and put to good use funding our road crew tours through your kind donations. And we hope to put up another billboard later this year. I'm talking to the board of directors about that right now, that we would like to put up another billboard before the end of this year. The other way you can donate is to go to Bloodstained Men and Their Friends on Facebook. That's the social media that you are watching this live broadcast on. Facebook, Bloodstained Men and Their Friends. You will see at the top of Bloodstained Men and Their Friends, you will see the fundraiser tab. If you click on that, you can go down that and you'll see many, many birthday fundraisers raising money for Bloodstained Men. Right now, the one that we're sharing the most is my own personal birthday fundraiser for Bloodstained Men. My birthday is in about, I think about 2 weeks, a little under 2 weeks now. October 22nd is my birthday. Your donation of $5, $10, or whatever you can afford will go directly to fund this protest tour, helping Bloodstained Men reach the American people with this vital message. So please do donate to Bloodstained Men either through PayPal or through my birthday fundraiser, which you can find on the page Bloodstained Men and Their Friends under the fundraiser tab. That is my live report, ladies and gentlemen, here today. I went early because Suzanne and her son had to leave a little bit after noon, and I wanted to talk to them while they were still here, and really got a great interview out of Suzanne and her 12-year-old son. So thank you, Suzanne and her son. Thank you for joining us on the front lines. Ladies and gentlemen, I will be with Bloodstained Men and Their Friends, the road crew, tomorrow in King of Prussia, Pennsylvania. If you live in the area or if you live in Philadelphia, if you can join us, please join us tomorrow. Tomorrow will be day 14 of 15. And then, of course, day 15 is coming up on Wednesday. We will be at the University of Pennsylvania. It's an urban campus in Philadelphia. You can find all the information about that on our events tab on Bloodstained Men and Their Friends, or on our website at Bloodstained Men. You will see the Emily, hello Emily Norton says awesome. Hello Emily Oaks Norton, great to meet you and your lovely family yesterday. You brought out 4 of your 6 children, your husband. Thank you for joining us yesterday. I believe Emily and Chris. Veronica Johns is watching. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all so much for your support.
Just like girls. Their body belongs to them. Protect your sons, America.
So that's my live broadcast, ladies and gentlemen.
My live broadcast from Warminster, Pennsylvania today. We will finish up following along with Catherine Franklin.
Would you like a card, sir? Sure? You can save a baby. Protect a future son, grandson. You're welcome.
Our boys are born perfect, just like our girls.
Circumcision is all bullshit. Genitals should not have scars. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. See you tomorrow from King of Prussia.
This was pushed in America to stop masturbation. It's actually sick. You can go to Elephant in the Hospital on YouTube or bloodstainmen.org for more information. We need to break this cycle. Our boys deserve bodily autonomy. Their body belongs to them. Intact genitals are a human right. Our boys deserve human rights. Break the cycle, America. Thank you, sir.